Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a complete disaster, whole house clean with me. Yesterday was Marcus's 3rd birthday, so we spent the whole day doing fun stuff with him. And the house got a little messy. Tomorrow is his birthday party, so I really need to clean up everything today. I hope this video gives you some major cleaning motivation, so you can either watch it for some inspiration or turn it on and clean along with me while it's playing. Really quick, if you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you are here. My name is Justine, and on my channel, I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so please hit that red subscribe button, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know where you're from. I love getting to know my subscribers through the comments. If you're not new, welcome back. You know the drill. Would you please take a second and hit that like button because it helps me out on YouTube so much. Now let's get into this video. So I just wanted to pop on here really quick and just say I am so overwhelmed with this mess. I feel like I have so much to do and it's already 10 o'clock and I haven't even started. So I'm just gonna get in and get it done as fast as I can. The first thing I'm gonna clean is the table. Sometimes I like to just tackle a job by starting with the area I think will be the quickest to clean up, because then I feel right off the bat like I've accomplished something. So I just quickly cleared off the table, which my table had a mountain of stuff on it. It doesn't usually get this messy, but like I said, we were just busy all day yesterday and I just kind of let the house go. I also have a ton of party preparations that are just kind of out until we use them at the party tomorrow. So I just quickly cleared off the table and put all the party stuff together on the kitchen counter. I hadn't even cleaned up after breakfast at this point, so I washed all the cereal and milk off of our table and then put the runner back on and all the placemats. There's tons of cereal on our floor as well, if you didn't notice. After that, it was time to unload the dishes from last night, but as I looked through them, I realized that I forgot to turn it on, which I was so sad about because I had tons of dishes in my sink. It's unbelievable how many dishes were in my sink, so I just started the dishwasher and took out the trash instead. And took a few moments to text someone. I think it was about party preparations. Marcus got the IKEA kitchen set from his daddy and I for his birthday yesterday, and they have been playing with it nonstop, as well as a couple other toys he got from his aunt and grandparents. So they were super busy in the living room playing. I always thought that more toys would be more clutter, but rotating them through and getting some new toys is really nice as a mom sometimes. After that, I just cleared everything off the counters, putting everything away or putting dishes in the sink and another trash bag in the trash. And by the way, that is a chef outfit that Marcus is wearing. That one was from his great grandma. After I cleared off the counters, I just put the recycling away in the recycling bin, and then I'm just going to spray down the counters with my method. I think it's the citrus scent of their antibacterial spray. I like to use antibacterial spray on the countertops, especially if I've cooked eggs or cooked with meat, just to keep things sanitary and avoid cross-contamination. The scent also smells really good. I like this method one a lot. After that, I went to clean the kids' bedroom. A lot of times this will be saved for last, and I won't get to it all the time. But since we were gonna have the party, I decided to tackle that area first just to make sure that it got done. There's lots of toys in here as well that I just needed to put away, lots of clothes to be picked up and hung up. And when I opened his closet, I realized that it was just kind of a mess in there too, so I took a little bit extra time to just declutter as well. The first thing I did was just sort everything into piles, what clothes needed to be hung up, what clothes were dirty, threw them in the laundry bin in their room, the laundry hamper in their room, and then what needed to go back in their dresser drawers, and any shoes that needed to go in the closets. After that, I just started picking up their toys, and because they were getting so many new toys, I just decided to take the biggest toys that were in their room and put them in the closet for now, just so there weren't tons of huge toys out, which kind of worked really well. And once they get bored of the new toys, I'll just rotate everything and pull them out again. And by the way, the reason there's a FabFitFun box in there is because I like to keep it in there to hold all the kids' clothes that they've outgrown. That way they don't get all mixed up in their dresser drawers and I'm picking out stuff that they can't even wear anymore. But there's a place to put everything as they outgrow it. I actually like to store Chloe's clothes in the FabFitFun boxes by size. It's just enough room for every size as she goes through them. I learned this from another YouTube mama. I can't remember who it was, otherwise I would link her down below. But I think it's just a fantastic idea to have an empty basket or box or bin in there that you just throw things in as they outgrow them. After that, I just quickly hung up everything in. After that, I just quickly hung up any clothes that belonged in their closet, and their room was pretty much clean. Like I said, the kids have been getting a ton of new toys lately, so the living room was just kind of messy. So we quickly just picked up all the toys and put them away. Also, I just wanted to say a quick thank you for all the moms who have been giving me some great ideas to encourage Marcus to clean up. I was in such a hurry this day that I didn't really try to make him help me, but I just wanted them to keep playing and stay out of the way so I could do it quickly. But a lot of you mamas gave me some great tips about turning up on the cleanup song while you're cleaning up, making a game by saying bye-bye to every toy as they put it away. And all those little things really help. I think the key is just to make it an enjoyable process for the kids. And then hopefully over time it will become second nature to just stay tidy. There were also a lot of snacks all over the floor because I let the kids have a snack after breakfast. It always helps entertain them a little bit more and gives me a little bit more time while I'm cleaning. So I did, and I was gonna vacuum anyway. So whenever I know that I'm gonna be vacuuming, I don't worry too much about snacks being eaten in the living room. love it when I'm just in the living room doing work. Even though I'm not exactly playing with them, they enjoy me being there with them, which is really sweet. Except for as I was cleaning, they just kept making messes right behind me. So I kind of knew in the back of my head that the toys weren't going to be completely picked up. But nowadays I try to look at toys as part of the decoration and not necessarily a messy house. And not necessarily a mess. That choo-choo track is one of Marky's new toys. It's like a Lego / train track, and he is obsessed with it. I think it's his favorite toy. So Auntie Jen, if you were watching this, he really, really loves it, and thank you so much. After that, I grabbed the Dyson. I just quickly vacuumed up all the crumbs, and Marcus really, really wanted to help me, so I just let him play with it a little bit while I cleaned up some other areas. The kids really love it when I vacuum, but unfortunately, because the Dyson is so expensive, I don't let them play with it as much as I did with my older vacuum. I just vacuumed around Marcus's choo-choo train set and called it good. After that, it was time to switch a load of laundry. This is not laundry day, but I did have a little bit of extra laundry to do. At that point, my aunt had come to help me prepare for the party, which was so nice of her. She's always coming to help me with stuff like that or to watch the kids, which is so nice. So we were gonna start making the cake and stuff. So while she was there, I just quickly took a few minutes to go and clean up my bedroom, which is mostly clean. The bed just needed to be made, and some clothes were left out that needed to be put away. Been staying a lot tidier, which I mean at this moment it doesn't look like it has been, but we've just had a lot going on and there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't belong in my bedroom right now. But the way I try to keep it more tidy and get less messy is by having only what belongs in my bedroom stay in there. In my nightstand there's basically just some face masks, my Bible, hair ties, just stuff that I would actually grab at night or in the morning. Oh, and then also my charger. And then in my dresser, there's only clothes, some jewelry on top, and what books I'm reading. So I try to keep only what belongs in our bedroom, and it stays a lot cleaner, but it also promotes a more peaceful environment, which I'm really loving. But the next area I need to work on in life is organizing our clothes and also developing a habit to hang them up as soon as we're done wearing them, instead of just throwing them on the floor or on the chair that's in our bedroom. After that, my load of dishes was done, so I just quickly emptied the dishwasher because I was gonna make a cake like I said earlier, and my sink was already packed and had no more room for any other dishes. I was done loading the dishwasher, I just put in a Method dishwasher pod. That's the one I'm using right now, and I really like it because the dishes come out really clean and I don't have to thoroughly rinse them or anything before I put them in, so it's really nice. Some dishes that didn't fit in the dishwasher, and usually I would take the time to wash those by hand and put them away, but since I was going to have some cake dishes to do, I just left them out to do them all together at the end. My house, which was so messy, was once again really clean and back to order, which always feels so good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you're new, please consider subscribing and being part of my YouTube family, and also hitting that like button to let me know you want to see more videos like this. If you have any video suggestions, feel free to leave those in a comment down below because I love hearing from you guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. Today's video is going to be another all-day clean with me, and I hope that you guys get some extreme cleaning motivation from watching this video. If you're new, I'm so happy you found me. My name is Justine, and on my channel I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so would you please hit that red subscribe button down below and leave me a comment saying hello and letting me know where you're from. And also please don't forget to give this video a like because it really helps my channel and my videos do so much better on YouTube, and I would really appreciate it. It was actually a really interesting day because we went to Wednesday night church last night and we just got home super late. So this morning I woke up late when the kids did. I didn't get myself ready until later in the day, and the kids were just melting by 10 a.m. so I put them down for an early nap, so I didn't even start this video until then. I was planning on cleaning up all these toys with them, but they needed a nap so much more, and I'm not gonna lie, it was really nice to just have them down for a nap and do the cleaning all by myself. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you know I usually start in the kitchen, but again, today just felt like it was kind of thrown off, so I felt like the first thing I wanted to do was just clean up all those toys, tidy up the living room. My desk was also a huge mess, so I just stacked all my notebooks and papers and everything, which I didn't put away because I am going to have to go through them later. But I just felt kind of stressed about how messy the living room was, so it really made me feel a lot more calm to just get that out of the way first. After that, I felt like making some tea, and I really needed the caffeine, so I just made some English breakfast tea in my favorite Hello Pumpkin mug. I love this mug. I use it like every day. If you follow me on Instagram, which my handle is @JustineMarie55, you'll see this mug in like every other post. I love it so much. I got it last fall, and I'm so excited to be pulling it out again. After that, I decided to go and clean my bedroom because depending on how long I clean, if the kids wake up, it's a lot easier to be out there with them cleaning up the kitchen than in my bedroom. My camera was acting kind of funny, so if you guys notice funny gaps in me cleaning up my dresser, that is why. After that, I had a lot of clothes on my bed that I just folded up and put away. And also, I was on my phone doing a little multitasking, talking to my bank because there was this weird charge in my account right now. So I called to get that sorted out. And I never do any phone calls like this when the kids are awake because for some reason, the second I get on the phone and I'm not paying attention to the kids, they have huge meltdowns and I can't even talk to the person on the phone anymore. They cry so loud, it's not even funny. Does anyone else's kids do that? After all the clothes were put away, I just quickly made my bed and piled up all my pillows. That shelf in the corner is just one of the areas of my room that you guys don't see on camera very often because as you can see, I just don't know quite what to do with it. I think I need something with doors, but it has to fit the printer in place. So if you guys have any recommendations, I would love to know them down in the comments below. And because I know that that is just not working. It's not big enough and it looks super messy. My vacuum was already in my bedroom because I meant to vacuum the day before and never got around to it. So I just grabbed it and quickly finished up the vacuuming. And I'd like to take a moment to point out my new slippers, which I love. I think they're super cute. One of the comments I get over and over again on my channel has to do with what I'm wearing on my feet. If I'm barefoot, some people say they can't stand that. And if I'm wearing socks, people think it's weird. And if I'm wearing shoes in the house, they say I shouldn't be doing that. So I went ahead and I bought myself a pair of slippers so that hopefully no one will be able to say anything anymore. But honestly, it's just because I wear whatever I feel like wearing at the time in my house. If that's socks, that's fine. If that's shoes, that's fine. I just think it's such a funny thing to have a really firm opinion about. If anything, I just really loved having an excuse to go out and buy myself a new pair of slippers, which makes me curious. What do you guys wear in your houses? Let me know in the comments down below. Finally, it was time to move on into the kitchen, and I don't usually wear aprons, but I'm trying very hard to keep this white shirt clean today because I really like it, and I actually made this apron years ago. So first I'm just going to clear off the counters, and these little rocket ships are something Chloe and Marcus made while we were homeschooling the other day out of shapes. They had so much fun doing it, and I love seeing their little projects. It's so cute. Anyways, so first of all, I'm just going to clear off all the counters, pile up all the recycling together so I can take it out later, and just see how much of the kitchen I could get done before the kids woke up from their naps. I don't know why my camera was fading in and out like that. It doesn't usually do that. Anyways, to wipe down the counters, I like to use my anti-bac spray. But a viewer pointed out recently that I've been using it wrong this whole time. So I wanted to let you guys know that you have to let it soak on your counter for like 10 to 15 minutes. I never read the bottle. I didn't even think about that. But so now I just spray it while I'm still cleaning the kitchen. And then when I'm finished, I'm just gonna wipe the counters down. After that, I just emptied the dishwasher from the night before. Chloe likes to come and help me unload my dishwasher. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you have seen her. She loves to put all the forks and spoons she likes to unload all the silverware and put it into the drawer, which is so sweet and fun, and I missed it, but honestly, it is so much faster to put them all away by myself. After that, I just loaded the dishwasher from breakfast dishes and anything that didn't fit in the dishwasher last night. You guys, but I am really good at packing that dishwasher as full as it can be. I'll squeeze everything in just so I don't have to wash anything by hand. It also saves me some money and water as well because I never run the dishwasher unless it is totally full. After that, I'm just going to water my plant, which you couldn't see, and rinse down the sinks and wipe up around them. Now that it's been about 15 minutes for the antibac spray to do its job, I'm just going to wipe down the counters. After that, the house was totally clean for now, at least. So while the kids were still napping, I just sat down with my tea and edited some pictures on my phone for a friend of some charcuterie boards for a mom who is starting up a business, which is always so exciting. A few hours later, after the kids had woken up, it was time to go and run a couple errands. We were going to head out to see a friend, so I just changed my slippers to some booties and then also grabbed a sweater. I can't tell you how excited I am that it is sweater weather now. I feel like I wait all year round for fall fashion. I don't really like summer fashion. Spring fashion is not my favorite, but fall is just where it's at for me. So I told Marky that we were going to run an errand to my friend Haley, but he thought I meant Miss Haley, his babysitter, and when he heard that it was not her, he was just so upset. I tried to get a happy clip of him, but he just wasn't having it. But don't worry, things turned around for him because mommy needed to pick me up, so I got a chai from Starbucks, and I also got him and Chloe a piece of pumpkin bread to share. We got home at about 5 o'clock, so while the kids were playing, I just brought out all of our recycling. And I thought I had grabbed all of it, but I forgot one bottle, so I had to make a second trip out there. At about 5:30, it was time for Marcus and I to start dinner. So Marcus washed his hands while I went and got him an apron. He is my little chef. He just loves to cook with me so much. So I often wonder what he's going to do when he grows up, because he's very much like a hands-on boy who loves to build things and figure things out. But he also loves to cook in the kitchen with me, and he's really, really good at it. He listens to directions and he just has so much fun. So anyways, I let him go through the HelloFresh recipe cards that we had and pick out which one he thought looked yummiest, and he definitely thought that the Parmesan crusted chicken looked amazing, and so did I. I turned on a cartoon for Chloe, but she was more interested in cooking, which I don't usually cook with her because she does not follow direction very well, but she sure is cute. But the nice thing about cooking with HelloFresh is that everything is pre-measured out. That's one reason why Marcus and I have so much fun cooking these meals together, is because if he gets ahead of me, everything's already measured. I don't have to stress it. Same thing goes for Chloe too. They just have so much fun opening the packages, and Marcus really does a lot of the cooking himself. I just have to give him a little bit of supervision, but the recipes themselves are really quick and easy, and just having everything all together in one bag makes it so convenient, which is what I felt like we needed this night because I was running errands kind of late, and also their daddy wasn't going to be home for dinner, and it was nice to just have a really fuss-free, easy dinner to make. I don't know if you noticed this, but Chloe had to taste everything that I was cooking with, including the lemon, and her little face is so cute. I don't know if she's ever tasted lemon before, but she actually ate some more of it later on, so I think she kind of must have liked it. Anyways, so the kids kept getting bored and switching off who was helping mommy, which I was fine with because having two of them helping me cook is a little bit more work. But Chloe had so much fun just spreading the tomatoes out on the tray for me. And I have to say, my favorite part about having a HelloFresh meal is the cleanup afterwards. All you do is wipe up the counters and throw away the trash. It's that easy. And the meals are delicious. Every time I make one, I am so impressed with how yummy it is. And I can't believe that I made that, and they are so easy. After that, the kids and I ate dinner together. The kids really loved the pasta and ate the chicken really well too. I didn't show you guys myself making the pasta, but it was really easy and only had a few ingredients. So I'm definitely going to be making that again. And that's another thing I honestly love about HelloFresh is that they give you the full recipe, including measurements, so that you can always recreate any of your favorite meals. Once the meal was over, I just set aside a portion for Daniel and then put all the leftover food away for his lunch the next day. And then I went to sweep the floor, which around Marcus's area is usually pretty clean, but Chloe is my messy girl, so there's always a lot of stuff all over the floor and all in her seat as well. And while I was starting to clean up the kitchen, the kids really quickly, I don't know how they did it so fast, but they took out all of the baskets in that shelf there and dumped every single one out. So there was this huge mound of toys that I needed to clean up afterwards. But they were having so much fun, and they were naked. They only had a diaper on, and for some reason that combination of tons of toys out and being naked, they were so entertained while I was cleaning. They did not bother me once. So after I swept the floor, I just vacuumed all the food out of Chloe's chair and then wiped it down. After that, I unloaded my second load of dishes for the day. Dishes seem like such a never-ending job. Laundry does too, but I only do laundry once, maybe twice a week, and I do like 2 loads of dishes per day. It's crazy. Also, when I'm unloading the dishwasher, I like to stack everything together and move it all at the same time over to the cupboard where it goes. I don't know, I just feel like this saves me a lot of steps in the kitchen. I also grab all of the spoons and forks for the silverware drawer and put them away all at once. After that, I just loaded the dishwasher with the dishes from tonight, and there weren't all that many, which was really nice because I was getting pretty tired by this point. And then I just piled the rest of the dishes in the sink to wash by hand, either ones that couldn't fit in the dishwasher or stuff like my bamboo cutting board that aren't dishwasher safe. So I just refilled my soap bottle, put on some rubber gloves, and just quickly washed everything by hand. Once the dishes were done, I just rinsed out both sinks, emptied the drains, and then wiped the area down. After the kids were in PJs, we usually brush their teeth while watching a cartoon, but I told them that they couldn't watch the cartoon until we had cleaned up all the toys, so that was something we did together. And as you can see, Daniel was home. Well, he got home while I was sweeping the floors, I think, but he was just in the living room with the kids. Anyways, it took a little while to get the kids involved, and he even started kissing and hugging me so that I wouldn't make him help me clean up, but he finally decided to help me once Daddy told him he needed to. And just FYI, Chloe is wearing Marcus's PJs right now because he is obsessed with PJ Masks, and so now she is too. I think these pajamas make her look extra chubby, and it's just so cute. While I was cleaning, Chloe was jumping on my back and giving me hugs. It was just the sweetest thing. I love it when they do that. Anyways, so I try to keep these baskets organized with Chloe's toys in one, Marcus's toys in the other, and then one for choo-choo trains and one for Magnetiles. But because they were all helping me, that didn't really happen. So I'm gonna have to go through and organize them later, but at least they were put away and cleaned up for that night. Anyways, so that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got some extreme cleaning motivation from me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And if there's any kind of video that you guys would like to see on my channel, please comment it down below because I love hearing your suggestions. Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. Today's video is an all-day clean with me with a ton of organizing as well. So I hope you guys have some great big jobs to tackle because there's going to be a ton of cleaning motivation in this video. If you are new here, my name is Justine and my channel is all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so make sure you hit that notification bell and also leave me a comment down below saying hello and letting me know where you're from. This morning, I only woke up about half an hour before the kids, so while I was able to get myself ready for the day, I wasn't able to make my bed. So after breakfast, Daddy was with the kids in the living room, and I quickly took a few minutes to go and make my bed for the day. And while I'm doing that, I just want to say thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving me on my channel. So many of you like the videos even before you watch them all the way through, and I want to thank you so much for that. So if you haven't already liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button right now because it really helps my videos and my overall channel do so much better. Halfway through making my bed, Chloe came into the room to join me, and she was just in the happiest, sweetest mood today. And also you guys might notice that her hair is adorable in these little ringlets. The day before, I had put her hair in two little buns, and when I took them out this morning, her hair was just so darling. And by the way, Coco was on one this day, and there is a lot of footage of her in this video. So after that, I just went into the kitchen. I had already done most of the cleaning, but there were a few more things that needed to be put away and tidied up. Yesterday, I had made some almond milk. I always wash my nut milk bag by hand and then let it dry on that rack, which comes in really handy to dry things. So I just folded that up and put it away and then went in to clean up the table. And it should be no surprise to you guys by now that Chloe's high chair is always dirty because she is my messy girl. So I just took the Dyson and vacuumed that. After that, I just wiped down the table with a rag and then put the plates back in place. I don't always have my table set like this, but I really like it when I do. I think it looks so pretty. So at this point, Daniel and Marcus went off to work together. Daniel was running an errand close by that he could take Marcus along with him for a little while. So Chloe and I went into our bedroom, and this is where the organizing begins. I usually like to go through my clothes each season, getting rid of some and only keep what's appropriate to wear for that season in my closet, because it just helps me get ready in the morning so much faster when I can just see the clothes that I'm actually wearing. But I have not yet done that this year, and it is already well into fall. So I'm just going to be doing that today, Marie Kondo style, completely emptying out my closet, putting everything in a huge pile on my bed. I'm going to be separating everything into 3 piles. One that I'm going to keep in my closet for this season, another one that I'm going to put away in storage that is out of season, and a third pile that I am going to be either donating or listing on Poshmark, which brings me to the sponsor of this video, which, if you guys have not heard of this app before, is a great way to incentivize yourself to get rid of clothes, because you actually make money going through your closet. It's easier to part with things when you know you're going to get a little something back. The selling process is also super simple and easy to figure out. You can also buy name brand and designer items for up to 70% off, which is really awesome. But what I really like about it is that I can get higher than garage sale prices without having the hassle of running a garage sale. But also shipping the items is extremely easy because they send you a printable shipping label. And so all I do is package the items, give it to my husband, and he'll drop it off at the post office on his way to work. And I don't even have to leave my home, and he doesn't have to go into the post office. He just literally drops it off. So for those of you who don't already have it, I will have a link down below in the description box where you can download the Poshmark app. And you can also shop my closet at Justine Marie 55. I'll have that link down below. But also just get this app to help you clean out your closet. It is amazing what a little bit of incentive can do. Category. So in addition to sorting out what I'm going to be wearing this season, I also like to sort them by category. So I put all of the button-up shirts together, all of the pullover sweaters together, all of my dresses together, and then I arrange them in the closet that way. And as I put them away, I'm also going to talk a little bit about where I do some shopping, because I've been getting a lot of questions about that as well. So the very back of my closet, I put the dresses because that's probably what I wear the least, and also they're the longest. Most of my dresses are super old, but the most recent one I just got at Target, and I really love it. For jackets, I only have about 3. I try to keep the basics. I got this leather jacket from Topshop last year as my happy birthday present to me. And then I also love to have a denim jacket. This one is from Target. I think it's Universal Thread. And then a very old white blazer that I occasionally wear. And the next section I'm going to hang up are sweaters, pullover sweaters, and most of them are from Target actually. I really love their sweaters. They have such great ones every year. Then there's a colorful one I'm going to hang up. That one's actually from Nordstrom Rack. There are a couple in there from Madewell, which Madewell is so expensive. I only shop things when they're on a really good sale, but I really love their clothes as well. Then I hang up all of my cardigans, and again, most of those are from Target as well. And next I hang up all of my button-up shirts, and these are from all over the place. This one's from Nordstrom BP, ASOS, Target, another from Nordstrom BP, Target, and then that one is from like a Chinese site. I have no idea where I got it or even why I trusted it, but that's where I got the polka dot one from. And then next are blouses, and the first 2 are ones that I got from Madewell, again when they were on a huge sale, because everything is so expensive in that store, but it's really beautiful. Then there's a top from Pink Blush and one from Target that I've had forever, and the black one is also from Madewell last summer, but I think it's still fall appropriate. And then the last ones are from Target, and I wasn't sure if that red one was appropriate for fall or not, so I took it out to think about it a little bit longer. So I don't know, do you guys think it is fall appropriate or not? I can't tell if it's too summery. After that, I just spaced everything out really nicely. It is so nice to see some space in the closet. Every time I do this, I feel like I have so many more clothes when you think it would be the opposite, but you really need to try it. When they say less is more with clothes, it's really true. So today is Tuesday, which is floor day for me, and to keep the kids busy while I do the chores, Marcus was having so much fun playing with the dynamic sand, and Coco was just making a mess everywhere. She pulled out these pom-poms and had them all over the floor, and she was in our craft cupboard trying to get something else to play with. So I asked her if she wanted to do some Play-Doh, which she was all excited about. These two things are so messy, but it keeps the kids busy for a long time, so I'm really thankful for that. I felt kind of lazy this morning, so instead of grabbing my broom, I just planned to use my Dyson to vacuum the whole house. I feel like I can't quite get into the corners when I use the Dyson. That's why I usually still grab the broom, but it does a really good job when I'm in a hurry, so I do use it sometimes. It wasn't too long before the kids got tired playing with their Play-Doh and dynamic sand and just wanted to help me vacuum, which was what I was trying to avoid. And some mornings Chloe is just more needy and wants me to hold her wherever I go, and this was one of them. She was just so clingy this day, but I also really love it because I know it's just a stage. So the floors were all clean, but after they were done, the rest of the house looked far worse than it did when we woke up this morning. It's so hard with little kids to keep the house clean, and then it's like, okay, was it really worth it that I just cleaned the floors? Because now there's an even bigger mess to clean up. But these sure are cute, and see what I mean? Chloe was just on one this morning. Just then, Daniel and Marcus got back from their outing. It was perfect timing for nap time, so I brought the kids to their room. Chloe was like not ready to go down for a nap. She wanted to have some playtime. They go down around 1 p.m. It might have been a little earlier this day. And some days they are not so happy to take a nap, but today was a good day and they went right down. Before I got back to my organizing, I just wanted to make myself a quick maca latte to give me some energy. And I love maca powder. I've been using it for quite a long time, but it's a powder made from a root that just gives me a really clean, natural energy, and I love it so much. So I'm always trying to figure out ways to incorporate it in my diet, and I don't usually feel like a smoothie because the weather is getting colder, so I really love making it as a latte. All I'm gonna do is steam some of that almond milk I made yesterday, which by the way is super easy to make. I'll link a video down below where I show you guys how to make it. But I just got Daniel this Nespresso machine for his birthday, and I am just loving using the steamer. It makes making lattes so much easier. So while that's steaming, I'm just gonna grab my favorite Hello Pumpkin mug. I love the size of this mug. It's so big. I think I got it from Home Goods. And to the mug, I'm going to just add 2 teaspoons of maca powder. You can find this stuff on Amazon. I think it's a really good price there. If I find a good one, I'll link it down below. I got mine from Trader Joe's, and I'm really sad that they have discontinued it. Otherwise, I would just tell you guys to buy it there. And this next part is totally optional, and it doesn't help improve the taste of it at all. But I try to take collagen peptides every day, so whenever I can, I add them to a beverage. So I'm just gonna add 2 scoops of that. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup to sweeten things up, and a dash of cinnamon. Once my almond milk is nice and steamed, I'm just going to pour that in and give it a good mix until the maca powder and the collagen powder dissolve. And that's all there is to it. It is super easy, so healthy. It's definitely not like a real delicious latte, but it's good, and just knowing how healthy it is for you and how much energy it's going to give you makes it taste really good. After that, I just pulled up a video on YouTube to listen to while I started emptying out my drawers Marie Kondo style. And I don't know if you guys watched her show on Netflix, but I am very happy to see that my pile of clothes is not anywhere as huge as those people's pile of clothes. I was a little worried that it might be, but I still had plenty to get rid of. Again, I'm just sorting everything into piles of what I'm going to be keeping in my drawers, what I'm putting in storage for summer and spring, and what I'm going to be listing on Poshmark. And also today is the day I decided to fold everything Marie Kondo style as well. I've been doing this for a while in the kids drawers and just found that it really helps me see everything that they have, and when I pull out an item of clothing, everything else stays a lot neater. So I really enjoyed that system over in their room, so I'm going to be converting my drawers to it today. And my piles are probably not as neat as her, but I only have a couple hours while the kids are napping to do this. So in my middle drawer, I'm going to be putting away all of my t-shirts and tank tops that I can still wear during the fall, and then all my long sleeve shirts. And then in the bottom drawer, I'm just putting all of my pajamas and workout clothes. I really don't have very many workout clothes. And then on the other side is my jeans and shorts. And I just left my shorts in this drawer because I only have like 4 or 5 pairs of pants, and they wouldn't have stood up correctly if I didn't leave my shorts in there. Next, I'm just going through everything I left out of my closet and drawer to make some final decisions about what I would keep and what I would get rid of, and also folding up anything that's going into storage.
Perfect.
Once I was done, I had a huge pile of hangers that I could get rid of. There was still plenty in my closet for any clothes that I might end up purchasing or pulling out of storage. I got rid of so many clothes and so many hangers, and it felt so good. So I just quickly put all of those into a trash bag to throw away because they're just cheap hangers that come with clothes. And then I also threw away any clothes that were just stained or just worn out that I couldn't donate or sell or anything. Now it's time to list everything on Poshmark, and I quickly tried to make the background look pretty, which you don't have to do. I just like to see all my pictures looking the same. So I just went through everything, and this striped sweater will be on Poshmark, but it was a little bit dirty, so I wanted to wash that before I took pictures of it. Organizing my closet took less time than I expected, and I had time to tackle another huge organization project that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. This craft cupboard is nuts. It's filled with my craft stuff and the kids' craft stuff and my camera stuff, and it just needs some major organization. I bought these containers at Target a while ago when they were on sale. I really love the pink color. Normally I would go with white, but because it's going to be hidden, I picked pink because I love that color. Anyways, so as you can see, it is a huge mess. It has a couple storage bins in there that I just had. I've had them since like before I was married, and they just don't fit right, so it's really not utilizing the space very well. So I'm just going to organize this Marie Kondo style as well by emptying out each shelf and getting rid of a lot of stuff, but then whatever I choose to keep is going to go into categories. So I didn't notice that I had the camera too high, and you can't actually see that I'm sorting everything into 2 baskets. So these are all the kids' crafts. One is more like yarns and pom-poms and felt, and then the other one is going to be more like stickers and crayons and stuff like that. So one is more crafty and one is more artsy. The next bin is going to be for all my camera equipment. I do keep this cupboard locked during the day so the kids can't actually go in and grab anything that's expensive, because that would be bad. Anyways, so these bins were the perfect size. the top shelf next to my camera stuff, I have my craft stuff, and then there's like a paint bin, my very well loved laminating machine, and then on the shelf below that, again, it's the kids' crafts, and then printer paper and the laminating sheets. On the bottom shelf, I just put the big bulky items that wouldn't fit into containers, my sewing machine and sewing box, and then the kids have some really big wooden puzzles that just don't really fit anywhere else, and then I have like a little scrapbooking bin full of scrapbook paper and scissors and stuff like that as well. And I cannot tell you guys how happy this makes me to have this all organized like this. Like, I know exactly where everything is. It looks so nice, and I've just been waiting for so long to have the time to do this. Shortly after that, the kids woke up from their naps, and I was just trying to get rid of all the stuff that I had just sorted through. I took some recycling out and just threw the hangers and stuff I was getting rid of in the garbage. And then that basket is full of some recycling and some stuff I need to put in a pile to be donated. After that, it was about 4:30, and the kids and I just needed to get out of the house. I was completely done with cleaning at this point. I was just really tired of it. So we decided to go to Joann Fabrics because I needed to get a few things there. But oh my goodness, they have all their Christmas stuff out. It made me so excited and so not ready for the holidays at the same time. And Chloe found a receipt in my car that she thinks is hers now. She carried it through the whole store and she actually has it still. But anyways, the kids had so much fun at Joann's. There's just so much to see there. And we did end up getting what we came for, which I will show you in another video. But after that, I was just, again, really tired from cleaning all day, and I didn't want to go home and cook dinner. So we met Daniel at Panera. We don't do this very often, so it's a really great treat when we do, and I was craving their butternut squash soup. It is so good. And like I said, Koki's being a goofball, she thought that piece of bread was a phone, so she would talk to it and then she would take a bite out of it. So after dinner, I actually ended up driving home alone. Daniel had an errand to run at a friend's house, and he took the kids with him. And I came home to just quickly finish up doing the dishes. As much as I am able to, I try to leave the kitchen clean at night because there's nothing worse than waking up to a sink full of dishes. Am I right? But that does happen a lot of the time. Anyway, so I had a few free moments to spare, so I quickly just loaded the dishwasher from lunch dishes, even though I was super tired at this point and I just really wanted to go to bed. After I load the dishwasher, I just put a Method dishwashing detergent pod in there and then turned it on, and then rinsed down the sinks and wiped off the counters and did the last dishes. So that is where this video is going to end. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys got a lot of great cleaning and organizing motivation from this video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I hope you're all having a wonderful night wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my fall cleaning routine. These are the jobs that I do twice a year, once in the fall and again in the spring. I'm going to be showing you what areas I deep clean around my house, as well as how I prepare my family for the colder months ahead. The first thing I like to do, and I think it really helps to be organized this way, is to have a plan and have a list of all the jobs you want to tackle in the order that it makes the most sense to complete them. And I have typed them all up so that they fit neatly into my homemaking binder, which I have been putting together with you guys. If you missed my meal planning video where I first introduced this, I'll have that video linked down below, as well as my fall cleaning routine. I have laminated mine to protect it, but also the neat thing about that is that it acts like a dry erase board, so that as I'm doing my deep cleaning, I can just cross off any completed tasks and wipe it clean and save it for next year. So I'll have a PDF for my fall cleaning routine linked down below as well. So the first thing on my list is to swap out this quilt that has been on my bed, which is lighter and cooler for the spring and summer months. Last year I just kept it all year round and added a warm, thicker blanket underneath it, so that is definitely an option if you don't have a comforter. And this will actually save you a little bit of money because you won't feel like you need to have the heater up quite as high all the time. So I'm going to be pulling out my Fit comforter, which has been in storage, and it didn't smell like storage or anything. I had washed it not too long ago when we had guests, so it didn't need to be aired out or anything, and I was actually really excited to have it back. This duvet cover is from Pure One Imports from several years ago, but I think it is still very pretty. I love white duvet covers. It's harder to keep them clean, but the look is just so pretty. It was quite wrinkled from being in storage, and so I wanted to give it a good iron, but something I forced myself to do is to not do any side jobs. That way I stay on track until I've completed my fall cleaning routine. Otherwise I'll just get swamped with so many different jobs that I notice. Once my bed was made, I just took my quilt and put it in the laundry so that I could wash it before I put it out in storage. And as you can see, while I was doing this, my kids were watching a cartoon on TV. I always do my best to keep them busy while I'm trying to clean, but this morning it was not working. We had gone through like coloring, through Play-Doh. They would only pay attention to something for like 5 minutes, and our house was just getting messier and messier, so I finally just resorted to turning on a cartoon to help me get my fall cleaning routine done. I just didn't know what else to do because they were just fighting and getting bored with whatever toys they had out otherwise. Anyways, while they were watching, I started in with my next job, which was to wash the slip covers of our sofa and love seat. A lot of people ask how I have such light couches with kids, and honestly, this IKEA couch has been amazing because I can wash and dry all of the slip covers in the washing machine, and they come out really clean. So anytime the kids get something on the sofa, I will just wash the case of that cushion, but twice a year I'd like to take the entire slip cover off and give everything a good clean, and it comes out like new. This is such a great couch. We got both of them at IKEA and they're a really good price. And then the slip covers are like $50, and you can always get new ones. We actually have a spare out in our garage. So anyways, this set has been perfect for my family and I highly recommend it. And really quick before we get any further in the video, I just want to say hello if this is the first video that you watched from me. My name is Justine, and on my channel I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so if you would please hit that red subscribe button down below, I would be very happy to have you be part of my channel. If you're not new, please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you have started your fall cleaning routine yet and what jobs are highest on your priority list. And you guys have probably heard me say this before, but leaving a like really helps me out as a creator. It helps the videos do so much better on YouTube, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would take just a few seconds and hit that thumbs up button. After that, I just took the two largest slip covers outside because they had so many crumbs underneath all the cushions from the kids, so I just shook them outside so that I wouldn't get that much stuff in the washing machine. And Pup enjoyed eating all the little crackers and everything that fell on the floor. So before I move on to anything else, I'm just going to put half of the slip covers into the washing machine and get that started. So hopefully I can be done and have the slip covers on the couch again by tonight. And the best part about taking the couches apart is that the kids started playing with everything and building forts, and so I was actually able to turn off the TV. They were playing together so nicely. It was great. After that, I went into Marky's room and took out his comforter insert, which is also from IKEA. I didn't know if I already said that, but ours is from IKEA as well. I made this duvet cover to cover his. I have a video for that, which I will link down below. He's just been sleeping with the duvet all summer because he gets really hot when he sleeps, but it has been quite a bit cooler at night lately. And for Chloe, she just sleeps with a small blanket, and I don't want to give her anything too big yet, so I just pulled out her sleep sacks from last year. These are a really thick cotton material and they keep her really warm. But also the great part about a sleep sack is that she can't try to climb out of the crib, which she's definitely old enough to try to do that now. So it'll keep her safe in there as well. The next thing I'm going to do is to pull down our drapes, because we've had them for about 3 years and I have never washed them, and they were just so dusty and dingy that it was very much time. So I'm just going to quickly take them off of the curtain rod and throw them in the laundry pile to be washed after the slip covers. The drape that was in the kitchen is the dirtiest because the kids will sometimes have peanut butter and jelly hands and touch it. So there were some spots on that one that I wanted to spray down before I washed them. After that, the next job is to sweep and mop the floors, but also to move the furniture away from the walls and sweep and mop underneath them, which is a really, really big job, but it's something that I do only in the fall. So I'm just going to pile all of our furniture onto the rug, which the kids were having so much fun with. It was so nice that they were so busy with it. But anyways, I'm not going to wash under the rug because no one ever walks under there and it's probably still very clean, but I will move all of the little rugs like the one by the front door. One of my next jobs is to put that AC unit out in the garage because we don't need it anymore. The summer weather is pretty much gone, but it was really heavy, so I wanted to wait till Daniel was able to help me. There were so many toys that were underneath the sofa, so I quickly picked those up first and then came in with my broom and swept everything. I don't know if I already said this, but this video is going to be 2 parts. It took me 2 days to do my fall cleaning routine, so I thought it would be realistic to give it to you in 2 videos because I did have to split up these chores that way. One thing that I did to make the fall cleaning easier for myself was to not do my normal daily chore. Like, we cleaned up after breakfast and stuff, but I didn't go grocery shopping during the day like we do normally. I actually did it the night before, so that I would only have to focus on the cleaning this day. So anyways, I hope hearing the backstory like that helps you guys put realistic expectations on your own deep cleaning, that you may have to split it up through several days and and change up your regular routine just a little bit until you get it done. I've been talking with a lot of you guys in my last cleaning video and over on Instagram, and we've been talking about how fall is something that we all look forward to, but it happens at different times for all of us. Like for us here in the Pacific Northwest, it is totally fall, leaves are falling, the air is cool and crisp, but in other parts of the US it is completely summer still, and some of you even said that you're wearing sweaters anyways even though it's like 90 degrees outside, which I think is so funny. And then the crazy part is that it's springtime over in Australia, and I have a few viewers over there, and so that makes me wonder, what do you guys do with all the fall content that's coming out over in the States right now? Do you guys just like save it for fall, or you just enjoy it in the springtime? Because I definitely get inspired to do all things fall and just cozy up my home and stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments. So after I finished sweeping my kitchen, I took all of my chairs and piled them in that room while I swept underneath the dining room table. And the kids were still playing in the front room at this point, which was awesome because a lot of the time they will try to help me sweep or come play in my piles, and it just takes a lot longer. And especially today, it was really nice to just get the job done. And they would have had so much fun with this pile because it was huge. Even though I moved all the furniture, I was still shocked by how much dirt and everything piled up underneath there. It was crazy. After that, it was time to keep my laundry going, so I put the slip covers into the dryer, which is awesome because they don't shrink. They will still fit around my cushions. I am so thankful for that fact. And then I just put the next load in to wash. After that, it was lunchtime for the kids, so I actually had them eat outside since I had just swept the kitchen, which they don't mind. They actually love eating outside. So while they were doing that, I just quickly started doing the mopping. So I'm just gonna fill this O-Cedar mop bucket with water, and I really love this mop bucket, but my mop that goes to it actually broke. So what I'm gonna have to do is use the Swiffer, but I really wanted to disinfect my floors, but I wanted to do it naturally. So the solution I'm going to do is about half a cup of white vinegar to 1 gallon of water. And this solution not only cleans the floors really well, but it does disinfect them too. And it's all natural and very inexpensive. And the house will smell like vinegar, but that does go away. And to help it, I'm going to put a few drops of lemon essential oil in it. So I just have a rag wrapped around my Swiffer. Like I said, I should have thought ahead and gotten a mop again before I started my cleaning routine, but it worked okay. I just kept rinsing out the rag, and underneath the kids' seats is where the floor was the messiest. And you guys will notice that I am wearing shoes while I'm doing this. I actually wiped them down before mopping so they would be clean and not track up my floors. But I do like to wear shoes while I'm mopping. I just don't like to get my socks dirty, and I don't like to wear bare feet in the house. I don't know why. I might be kind of weird that way. For anyone wondering, our floors are real wood, and you don't want to leave them wet or leave puddles, so I'm just going to quickly mop the whole floor and then I'm going to dry them, and I'll show you how I'll do that in just a second. So I'm just going to quickly mop the whole house, and then I'm going to take an old bath towel and walk around with it, drying all of the wood floors to make sure that it won't warp or anything. As you can see, the kids were back to playing in the living room, and I didn't even notice while filming, but they turned on that movie by themselves again. Marcus is so smart, and he's figuring everything out. After all the floors were dry, I just put all of the chairs back around the table. And then I also put the doormat back in front of the door. And by this point, I was just so done mopping. I didn't want to keep doing the whole bucket thing. So I just took one of my disposable Swiffer wipes and just mopped down the kitchen that way. I really got a workout. I was sore for a couple days after doing this. The next thing I'm going to do is take my Method all-purpose wipes, which I try to use sparingly, but sometimes when you're like today, I'm doing so much different cleaning jobs, it's really nice to use these. So the next job is to clean all the windowsills. So I'm just going to wipe down the sill and then the siding around it, and then the baseboard as well. And honestly, if I could, I would probably do this to the whole entire house, but I really don't have time for that, so I just focus on the areas that need it most. Anyways, I also wanted to clean the front door because that gets really dirty as well, especially around the handle. And then there's tons of food on the wall right next to Chloe because she is such a messy eater. There's like food everywhere and it's in places you didn't think she could reach. The last area was the wall around the kitchen, especially the area around the garbage. Just food gets splashed in there every now and then and it needs to be cleaned. And then also on a few walls and my door, there was red crayon because Chloe once again grabbed a crayon. It's always red. Why is it always red? I don't know why. She must just really love that color or something. Anyways, after I wiped down the windowsills and walls, it was time to move the furniture back. And at this point, I had put the kids down for a nap, which was great because then I could just keep cleaning without kids underfoot. But they did really great playing with the sofas. It was really great. I got a lot done. One of the nice things about the kids playing with the sofa is that as I was cleaning, they were playing with something that was already a mess and not getting other toys out. So that was really awesome. Also, I was super sore from moving the sofas around too. I don't know what made me the most sore, but I really worked hard. I was so tired after this. Anyways, that is the end of today's video. I actually didn't get the slipcovers washed until really late that night, so I just decided to wait until the next day. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2. I will have that up on my channel next Thursday. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you're excited for fall like I am, and also make sure you subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful fall wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Hey happy homemakers, and welcome back to part 2 of my ultimate fall cleaning routine. Today I will be completing the jobs that I started in my last video, showing you the deep cleaning jobs I do throughout the house. These are the really big jobs that I do twice a year, once in the spring and again in the fall. Before we dive in, I just wanted to say a really quick thank you about all the positive feedback you've given me on my last video, so I'm really excited to share this one with you as well. But in case you missed it, I talked about my homemaking planner that I've been putting together, and I also shared a PDF of my fall cleaning routine checklist of all the deep cleaning jobs that I like to get done this time of the year, as well as the order that I do them in. So if you guys missed that video, I will have it linked down below so you can go get that PDF as well. Today's video is a collaboration with my friend Katie Satilli. She's doing another fall cleaning routine over on her channel, so make sure you check it out after you guys watch this video. She's the mama of 3 adorable kiddos, and on her channel she has a lot of amazing cleaning motivation and mommy videos. I've been following her for about 2 years, and what I appreciate most is that she is really down to earth and keeps it real, and I know you guys will love her too. So if you guys remember where we left off last time, I had just finished washing all of the slip covers of my sofa and love seat, and it was just too late at night to put everything on, besides the fact that I was so exhausted from all the cleaning. So I just took them out of the dryer and immediately laid them out on the sofa to avoid getting wrinkles. So I'm gonna start my deep cleaning routine by putting everything back on the couches. And I didn't actually start my deep cleaning routine this day until after lunch when my kids were down for a nap. So it was really peaceful and calm to be working without the kids underfoot, even though it is really fun to do stuff like this with them. But it does take a lot longer and it gets a little bit stressful at times. So for today, it was really nice cleaning alone. I just lit some candles and it just felt really relaxing and cozy. And also the house was super clean from yesterday and it felt really good. Really quick, while I'm putting the slip covers on, I just wanted to say hello to anyone who is just happening on my channel for the first time. My name is Justine, and here on YouTube I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber. So if you could hit that red subscribe button down below, that would be amazing. And also please leave a comment down below letting me know where you're from, because I love getting to know my subscribers better. If you're not new, you know the drill. Please hit that like button. It helps my videos out so much. They do so much better, but also it's the only way YouTube knows to keep recommending my videos to you. So if you want to make sure they keep popping up in your feed, please hit that like button. It is so important. I really appreciate it whenever you guys do. Also, please leave me a comment down below letting me know if you have started your fall cleaning routine or if you're planning to do it now that you've watched this video. Also, I mentioned in the last video that these couches and slip covers are from IKEA, and they are just such an amazing one for a family. I love the light colored look, and it does get dirty with kids. People ask me about that all the time, but the ability to just throw it in the wash and the dryer has been amazing. Someone mentioned that they like to put the slip cover, like they'll wash the slip covers in the washing machine and then just lay them over the sofa to dry overnight, which is a good idea. I used to kind of hang them up to dry, but we live in Oregon, and if things are damp for too long, they will start smelling kind of funny and get a little bit moldy and stuff. So because of the climate, I do have to dry mine in the dryer, but the greatest thing is that they don't shrink while they're in the dryer. They all fit right back on the couches very easily. Another thing that I washed in the last video were all of my curtains. This had been a long time coming. I think I had bought them about 3 years ago and I had never washed them, so they really needed clean. I didn't want to iron them, so I just pulled them immediately out of the dryer and laid them flat over on my desk, and it turned out really well. They still could use an iron, but they look fine without it. So if I can avoid ironing anytime, I will. But they did look so much more bright and clean, and it looked really nice in the room. So there was one of the hooks on the curtain that was kind of broken, and like one of the screws was coming out of the wall. So Daniel happened to be working out in the garage this morning because he has his office out there. So I just called him in and asked him if he could fix that for me really quickly. So he grabbed one of the drywall, I don't know what you call them, but you know, those little like plugs that you first put the plastic plug into the drywall and then you screw the screw in. He did one of those things and fixed it for me. The last curtain that I had washed was in the kitchen. This one was the most dirty because the kids run through here and touch the curtain before I'm able to wipe their hands off after they've eaten, and so that one got really dirty. So I just hung that one up. And then the next job is probably the main one I think about when I think of fall deep cleaning, and that is to get all the cobwebs down. And this year I have a Dyson. I had been wanting one forever, and finally my old vacuum broke and I had an excuse to buy a Dyson, and I have never looking back. This is the most awesome vacuum I've ever had. So I just took the long attachment and changed it from the vacuum head to one of the little brushes and just used that to vacuum up and brush down all the cobwebs, and it was so much faster than previous years and just felt really hassle-free. So one reason why I was so hesitant to buy a Dyson is because of the price. They are so expensive. I think there's like one for $350 or $400 at Costco, and then the more premium one is like $550, and that does not fit in my budget. That is so much for a vacuum. But the one I got was on Amazon for $240, I think at the time. It might be like more like $280 now, but that is so much more affordable. That it's the Animal V7. I'll have a link down below if anyone else is interested in it. But yeah, it's a V7. I think they make like V8, V9, V10. I honestly think this one is great. I don't have a ton of carpet, so the battery that lasts 30 minutes is plenty of time for me, and I just really love this vacuum. I actually did a full review on it, which I will link down below, and anytime I say I'll link it down below, if you don't see the link, please remind me, because chances are I just forgot, so please send me a reminder. Every year I'm so surprised with how many cobwebs there are. Like, you don't notice all of them until you actually go to clean them, and it's so gross. I sucked a ton of them up into the vacuum. There was also so much stuck around the nozzle, so I just set that down somewhere where it wouldn't touch anything to clean it later. And I'm going to continue using the Dyson, but this time I'm going to use one of the different nozzle attachment to vacuum the tracks in the sliding door and in my windows as well. This is actually a job that I do several times a year now that I have the Dyson. It used to be one of the jobs that I always put off because it gets so dirty and it's really hard to clean, but it's just so much easier to just suck it up in the vacuum. And I just took a wipe and wiped everything down that the vacuum couldn't reach, then vacuumed it all up again and wiped it down. It was actually pretty easy. The next job is to wash the windows on the outside, and I'm going to be using the Mrs. Meyer's glass cleaner and a microfiber cloth, which I got both on Grove Collaborative. I get all of my cleaning products on Grove Collaborative, by the way, and if you aren't a customer yet, they always have a really great welcome gift. It's really worth it, and the shipping is free for 2 months, and after that it's $2.99, or you can pay $19.99 a year and get free shipping. But I'm not going to get into too much about it because I've mentioned it in so many videos, but I really love Grove Collaborative because I can order everything online. It's really easy. You can set up a monthly order of the regular cleaning products that you're going to need every single month, every 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, whatever works for your lifestyle. And I usually only spend about $30 a month max on cleaning supplies. And so the prices are really comparable to Target, and it saves me a lot of emergency trips to the stores. And with toddlers, that is like a big deal for me. So anyways, a description of the welcome gift and a link will be down below for anyone that's interested. So I only wash the windows outside twice a year because it is such a big job. But for the sliding door and my back door, I do wash them more often than that because the kids touch them, the dog touches them, and they just get so dirty. So other than those two doors, I only do the windows twice a year. And I'll even remove the screens and everything just to give it all a really good deep clean. Washing windows is so much work. You really get a workout in. But sometimes I come across a little fingerprint or a nose print or some lips, and it just makes me smile and it makes work so much more enjoyable. After that, the kiddos woke up from their naps and we actually had a really fun surprise for them because the next job is to clean the carpets. This is something I do once a year, just in the fall, and it had been a couple years since we cleaned this rug. We don't have a ton of carpet anymore, but it makes such a big difference to clean the rug. This rug is really awesome, by the way. People always ask me how I keep it clean with toddlers, and it is, I mean, even though it is dirty right now, it looks pretty good. And then once a year we just rent a vacuum from Home Depot. You can get one for 4 hours for about $24 from Home Depot, which is really awesome. That's what I do every year. And then Daniel actually came in to help me with it because it is kind of heavy. But then we also bought some carpet shampoo, which someday I'm gonna look into a more natural option, but for now we just bought the conventional brand of carpet cleaner. So if you guys know of any way to do this naturally, please let me know down in the comments. I'm always trying to find safer ways to clean things in my home, and so I'd love to know what you guys are doing. There were a couple spots in the carpet that the carpet cleaner didn't want to take out, so I just sprayed and scrubbed them with like a stain remover for laundry and just kind of scrubbed it a little bit, and Daniel went back over it with the carpet cleaner and it took it out really well. The kids had so much fun watching Daddy do this. They were so mesmerized by it. And anytime I just seem to move the furniture around or we're doing like a big job around the house, they just want to be right there, right in the fun, exploring everything. It's so much fun, and as parents, we're kind of just learning to go with it and just let them get in the way and have fun, because this season is just going by so fast. We're just trying to soak up every moment. Just in case you're wondering why Market is holding 2 yogurts, he is obsessed with yogurt right now for some reason. And he dropped it there, oopsies. But at least we were cleaning the carpets. Anyways, he is so obsessed. It had been a while since I got yogurt because I tried to get the healthier brand and I was waiting for Costco to get it back in stock. Stonyfield has less sugar, if you guys are wondering. But anyways, so Costco didn't have it, so I finally bought it at Target again, and he screams so loud from excitement that the people around us looked at us when we were in Target, and it was so funny because it was just for yogurt. Anyway, so every so often he's been going into the kitchen, opening the fridge and pulling out some yogurt just to hold it, and he'll hug it and say I love it. He's going through this little yogurt phase right now, and he will do anything for a yogurt. It's awesome. Chloe's always a little bit more cautious with something that she is unsure of, and Marky just dives in and just wants to help Daddy. But after a little while, Chloe was also helping Daddy push the heavy machine. They had so much fun. And honestly, this is one reason why I love doing YouTube, because I know I'll be able to look back on this footage years and years later and be so happy that I have so much of them being so little. Because look at that smile. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. After the living room was done, we went into the bedroom to clean their carpet. And honestly, this carpet, this rug, it looks really cute, but it is not as good as the other one. I mean, it's good quality, but the shagginess makes it really hard to keep clean, and it's really white. I don't know what I was thinking having a white rug in the kids' room, but it doesn't come as clean as the other one does. So this one is like, unless you're gonna have it and not ever make sure that your kids never have food in their room and accidents don't happen in there, I don't recommend it for a kid's room. But they are both really great prices on Amazon. I've had them for almost 2 years. They're about $150. I know they're less than $200 each. They're huge and they've been holding up really well. It's just the shaggy one is harder to clean. So I'll have them linked down below if anyone's interested. I thought that cleaning with kids would be really difficult because they'd get in the way and everything, but honestly, with just everything that's going on, whenever I move the furniture, they play with the furniture in the new place because it's something new and different and fun for them. When we were vacuuming, they just wanted to help us vacuum, and then when everything was piled in their crib, they wanted to be in their crib. So I was worried to do this deep cleaning routine because they're toddlers now, but I found that they get so excited with anything that's kind of out of the ordinary, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. The last room Daniel deep cleaned was our bedroom. It's the only carpeted room in the house, so we just piled what we could on our bed and just carpet cleaned around the furniture. So the next thing on the list is to wipe down all the baseboards, and the goal is to do the entire house. But for me, as a busy mom with toddlers, it's just not really realistic right now. So I just focus on the main areas, like the kitchen is usually the dirtiest, and then the dining room where the kids eat, and then just spot clean anywhere that really needs it. So I just do what I can do and not worry about the rest. So I just use my Method all-purpose spray and a rag and wipe down all the baseboards. I knew they were dirty, but not this dirty, and I didn't realize how it kind of makes the whole house feel dirtier. It's really weird. Anyway, so it felt really good to have them cleaned, and then the last job I'm going to do so I just did a few spaces around doorways because those get really dirty as well, and then in the bathrooms a little bit too. And then the last thing on the list that I'm going to clean today is our light in the dining room kitchen. I don't know about you guys, but there's always dead bugs in this, so twice a year I just try to unscrew it, take it down, and first dump it outside, get all the bugs out, and then clean it out with just some all-purpose spray and a paper towel. This is so gross. I hate doing this job, but it needs to get done. So there are 2 more jobs on my list. One is to cover all the outdoor furniture and then also cover the barbecue outside, but I don't have any tarps or covers right now. I'm gonna have to go buy some and find some that fit. So if you guys would like to see that in a different video, how I winterize outside of our house, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give this video a like. I know that some of you give it a like before you even watch it, and thank you so much. That is so awesome. You guys are the best. And while I hope that you guys got some great cleaning motivation from this video and that you're excited to get in and deep clean your homes, Some of you mamas may be really busy with a newborn or several toddlers, and maybe doing this in 1 day or 2 days might not be realistic for you. So if that's you, give yourself some grace and just do what you can and don't worry about the rest. Like I always say on my channel, I'm about an orderly and peaceful home and not a perfect home. So as long as your home feels peaceful and your family is comfortable and happy, that's all that matters. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful fall wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.